OKFM 101.7.
Honorable John Jinapor, MP for your Pekusau. Na ye no entwetwe enkomo emfa ensem bi a ehiama oman ho. Honorable me moache. Na boko de.
Oh, nkaka ye muso.
Woye. Na chronicle e de o picture beto na ode Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe picture so betoa and watch stop GNPC and PetroSA deal. SA deal. Minority charges NAPO. Enkomo e de enkomo no.
Me don't see the bear. Enkomo na 2 legs. First of all, your 7% shares you free another couple. Some more share of the oil block. Firstly, no crying cash in the toy. A tax assessment and on mine year and realize the companies ought to pay some tax amount which was converted in lieu of shares, 7% shares. And no more for me, sir. Company be of Cayman Islander, your friend Jubilee Oil Holdings Limited. Over minority raised assembly over 1 year ago. I mean, no current Minister of Finance had to appear before a parliamentary committee now or investigative Minister of Finance now. Here, extra one said the monies accruing from GOHL ought to be deposited in the Petroleum Holding Fund. Are buying any GNPC under oath in Parliament. They just say a shares they just needed a receptacle. There's a temporary company called GOHL. Not just all my transfer shares, and finally, a Bema GNPC. In the end, I need to number transfer. You see, Niakoban say, Emma transfer be more. Freddy Blay, a GNPC chairman, any GNPC for, in a very surreptitious and clandestine manner, attempting to sell those shares. I mean, how can you be so unpatriotic? How can you decide my money in your farm? Yes, yes, yes.
Mitie no was say 7% of the shares no and one more transfer na omo another company because they say company na one kuta that 7% of the shares no and no kra no 52% of the 7% shares and now one
even 1% of the 7% shares ought not to be transferred.
Reason being what?
Okay.
Reason being that the shares are for Ghana, we have to pay for it. And if you want to do any sale, you must do broad stakeholder consultation. You must consult the ministry, you must consult Parliament, you must consult industry players, seek their opinion, and determine the way forward. You can't just sit at board chairman. Where is the board resolution? They should produce the board resolution. How were the shares valued? How was PetroSA selected? Was it through a competitive process? You can run the thing as if it's your family business. So here you are running it and go back to shares over time. We disagree. We demand immediately that shares should be transferred to GNPC. Period. Let's do the transfer first. So when you know, GNPC property, GNPC is the owner, and let the shares and its funds accruing from that 7% to be transferred into the Petroleum Holding Fund, and then we use the Petroleum Revenue Management Act as a basis for distributing the revenues. If from there we want to dilute any shares, we want to do anything now, put it as part of GNPC's work program and bring it to Parliament for approval, so that the people's representative will be involved. You can't just sit in your corner somewhere and share it as if you are sharing biscuit. We won't allow that. There's a second leg. Any ministry to issue. A year can for a Minister of Finance. A person this has 7% shares, Yakobo Busia, $650 million with Letasco. And front load the sale of the petroleum that will be accruing from this GOHL. And also we disagree totally with the minister and will not be part of it. And you see, Sanyama with a cow minority Mokaka. Oil now, and you're Jinapor oil. And then the minority oil. My money now oil. It is a minority ready at Sema. It's not about between minority and majority. It's about the national interest. Look at saying a buying on the back of your resources. I must say we are bankrupt and we can't even pay pensioners. Pensioners, you can't take it on their investments for hospital bills and we can't pay. You've borrowed this country into bankruptcy, and yet oil kakrana akanusuno. Upeso de nusukuti a 1 hour sakoje busia. You know, a common GNPC and a common government as well. Both legs will disagree. You can't sell the shares as one. Two will disagree that who desire shares, no. I want that to be made explicitly clear that our argument is on two fronts. Not just stopping GNPC from selling the shares, but government must also desist from using those shares to go and borrow money.
Asemi ebaye no minister NAPO one also the nanu atum ekira wo se ade no hwe ananka ye Freddie Blay chairman of GNPC one anka push sa ade no na de kona watro krata akwa man say they should halt it, but one also in reacting to what the minister directed was say say and the GNPC one anka ye autonomous body na wo minister no wo wa na wo chese de omo be ye no wo I say wo mpene so why
over sorry maybe committee GNPC board chair is completely wrong. He cannot vary government policy. If government policy is that shares will not be sold, Freddie Blay has no authority, the whole GNPC. What makes them autonomous? Autonomous from who? No, autonomous from government and autonomous from parliament and autonomous from the people of Ghana. And our judge is the Supreme Court. Now, what makes GNPC autonomous? The act establishing GNPC says that there's a minister responsible for oversight as far as GNPC is concerned. And when that minister gives policy direction, the board and its members must obey. So Mr. Freddie Blay cannot sit and say autonomous. Autonomous of who? If he wants to be autonomous, he can deal with his family issues on autonomy. The no money comes to GNPC. And even the Petroleum Revenue Management Act and then the Petroleum Exploration Act says activity Federal Parliament for approval before. This year, Bisan say or the other parliament. You can't even implement anything without parliamentary approval. So where is that autonomy? You see, this idea where politicians are made board chair and all those things, and they think that because they are powerful, they've been party chairman before, so they don't care, they don't respect anybody. You can do that to the minister, but not to parliament. And we're waiting for them, including Salpond oil fields, we will talk about it and take it to parliament. If the majority wants to shield or protect them, that's their own cup of tea. Let it be on record. But as minority and as ranking member of Mind and Energy, I'm going to raise these issues to the highest level and bring it to the floor.
Okay.
GNPC has no autonomy.
And yet, Minister Mami, Mami Nyao na eko meeting near ready ebesi. Why?
Abu, good morning.
Bye-bye.
OKFM 101.7.